Hello guys, this is Val from Core Conservation and we are near Venice at MGN. This Italian company is manufacturing these beautiful lime-based products. This is part of the showroom. And what I want to do a short video about and just show you is the floorings. Here in the showroom we have these floors. This is the Pastellone floor, typical Venetian floor, flat floor, kind of a mono component floor, one color floor. And then we have these typical terrazzo floors, these Venetian floors, you know, where we can create all sort of things. Here's another one. But I had a client earlier and he asked whether can this be replicated in the UK or can some of these floors be replicated on a suspended floor base, on timber, and the answer is yes, and I want to show you how and what's done, give you an example. So, what we have here, we have these little terrace, part of the showroom, and as you can see, everything is sitting on a timber base. It's kind of a suspended timber structure, a bit similar to the British suspended floors. And it's a very, very simple concept, incredibly simple and powerful concept. And how it's done is the base of the floor is a 5-6 centimeter, 50-60 millimeter of lime mixed with brick dust. It's a floor base, it's incredibly breathable, it's strong. Normally in the UK, these floor bases, these solid floors, these breathable floors are made of NHL 5, something similar. In Italy or in Venice and usually from the Roman Empire onwards, they haven't used it because NHL hasn't been invented yet. So what they have this mix of lime and cacciopesto, which translates to lime and cooked bricks or cooked terracotta, and this is what we can see here. Where are we? We have this floor base. We're on the upper floor, and we have this floor base here, which can be 30, 40, 50 millimeters thick, and then on top of it we have this is another Pastellone floor. And I'm going to show you here, I'm just trying to get the camera and the lights right so I can show. So here we can see the floor, what is composed of. We have the bottom part, this white part, this is part of the floor base. Then this is followed by a 2 millimeter kind of bridging coat which is applied on top of the floor to make it smooth. And then finally we have the finishing, which in this case is a dark brown, and it can come with various colors. It's kind of a fine plaster. And this normally is, once it's laid, it is applied some soap and waxes to make it shiny, and is also going to make it hard wearing and waterproof. It hardens and is going to become hard wearing for domestic purposes. So it will support the weight of the furniture, it will support and is going to be hard wearing and can last pretty much 100 years. And these floors have been laid 22 years ago. And as you can see, it's in pretty good condition. And same way, so this is another one again on a flexi timber structure or timber base, and the whole thickness of it is about probably 50 millimeters or thereabout 50 millimeters, and is holding pretty darn well. I'm just flexing the whole thing, and yeah, it's holding well. And then this is the view from the top, and we can see these floors where we started the video, and then we have other floor samples. Now obviously these are solid floor samples, And just wanted to show you quickly how this is made. So here is the concept, the mock-up of these floors, how it's done. And we have started this yesterday, and then this is kind of work in progress, just to show you the concept. It's done on a cardboard here, and obviously not at in situ thickness. So what we have here, this is the floor base. This is this lime and crushed brick or brick dust mix, which makes the floor base. It's incredibly warm, and it's significantly much more breathable than NHL5. And in order to heat this floor, for example, if you want to apply an underfloor heating, it's significantly more cost effective than an NHL5 or cement floor. Yeah, so that's the floor base, fundamentally this one. Once it's applied, it dries, basically solidifies in one day, so you can walk on it on one day. As mentioned earlier, typically it's laid in 50-60 millimeter thickness if it's applied as a hard floor. And this is the floor base. You apply it in 2 coats typically. You apply half of it and you can step on it. So anyway, this is the floor base, and yes, this is just a demonstration. Normally should be much thicker. And then on top of it we can see this white material. This is a kind of a bridging coat which is applied on top of this in order to level it, and this is a finer plaster. It's applied in 2 coats, about 2 millimeters each, with a fiberglass mesh in between. This will absorb some of the tension, so there's some movement underneath. This way the everything else on the surface is much less likely to crack or in any shape or form. This floor base is self-leveling itself, and then you can step on it. This has been done just before lunch, and you can see I can walk on it, and it's not a problem. Though when it's done, you can use when it's fresh, you can use, for example, a kingspan type of material just to step back when you're making the floor. And so this is the second coat of this Roman floor type. And then what we are going to do shortly is apply the top coat, which is going to be that hard wearing surface, and that can be applied on top of it, or can be made shiny with a mix of soaps and oils. So virtually 3 coats: the floor base, kind of the leveling coat in between with the mesh, and then the finishing coat which comes on top. Here's another floor sample. Again, we see the floor base. There is no binding coat or bridging coat, and no finish here, just the floor base, about probably 35-40 millimeters. And underneath that there is a breathable thermal insulation, which makes sure that the heat which is coming from the heating pipes, the water pipes, is reflected upwards rather than going both up and down. Common mistake which is done with the breathable floors. The insulation can be anywhere between 20 to 30 millimeters depending on the performance of the insulation. This white lime material, it can be a thermal lime. And then we have the lime crushed bricks, the Cochopesto floor base. In this case is about probably 40 millimeters. And then on top would be coming the bridging coat, and then the finish, which can look like this. The floor base material is a mix, let me just show you, is a mix of lime and brick dust, traditional brick dust. So it has a pale, it's a pale brown color. It's like white mixed with a bit of brick dust. Applied on the walls is going to give you this really nice white color, which in reality is slightly lighter than shown on, I can see on the screen on the camera. It's a nice, very, very traditional Roman material. initially invented by the Phoenicians, then later perfected by the Romans. We can see, if we come a bit closer, we can see the inclusions, the brick dust, the brick inclusions here and there in certain parts. It is also applied, can be applied on the walls. It has many applications because the material is so good. For example, in basements or in Roman baths traditionally, historically, they have used this material, the cociopesto, because it's an excellent humidity hygroscopic regulator. If you apply it in a basement, typically, then usually we apply this brown waterproofing coat, which stops the liquid water and yet it's breathable. And on top of it, the decoration is this cociopesto brown coat, which can absorb humidity and release it. And it's a much better hygrothermic regulator than a plain white lime. So yeah, that's what I wanted to show you. These are some of the materials which are used in the manufacturing of these plasters. Just going to show you one more thing quickly. We can see these are the bricks, kind of old traditional bricks. And then these are ground, and this is where you get the cociopesto at various levels of granulation, and this is mixed with the lime and gives us, so the brick dust, old brick dust and lime mixed together gives us this incredibly breathable cociopesto floor base. Hope you found it interesting, and thank you for watching.